Hi, I'm Sally Kheng and I am a Lincolnshire silversmith and goldsmith. I have a studio which is based just outside of Lincoln, where I create collections of jewellery to sell online and also at exhibitions. And I do bespoke work also for people. They bring me their jewellery, I recycle it, and I create new, more contemporary pieces for them.
So would you like to show us?
These are some of my bits. I make bangles which I love to inscribe with sayings or things that mean something to people. I love the hammered finish on silver, and I create rings and pendants with messages and hammered silver on. And my earrings as well, these are also similar things.
How did you discover silver?
When my children had gone to school, I've got 3 lovely children, and when they were grown up enough to go to school, I went back to college and I did an evening course in silversmithing, which I'd always wanted to do. I'm going back 30 years now, and really enjoyed it. And then I started teaching little bits of it from my house when I had time. Taught people how to make simple rings and earrings and things like that. And then over the years, it's just become much more of a bigger part of my life, and I enjoy it so much. And I was fortunate when we moved to Lincoln that I could have a studio space of my own, and so half of it is set up for my metal smithing and the other half is set up for my art.
How is it working with silver and gold?
Gold is a rare commodity these days, and obviously very expensive material to use. So a lot of the gold that I use is recycled. People get left things by their relatives, and because they've gone out of date or they don't look fashionable enough anymore, they bring them to me and ask me to create something more contemporary for them out of the gold. So I melt it down and I reshape it and do new designs for them, and it gives me great pleasure to bring that sentimental value back to them of a piece of jewellery that belonged to their granny or their mum or their aunt, but incorporate it into something they will enjoy wearing now.
About the inscriptions, how do you do them?
The inscriptions are done with a stamping method. So the silver is bought in a way where it's quite soft, and you use a metal stamp and you hammer in each letter at a time to create your sentences and words or names or dates that you want on your jewellery. One of the new processes that I've developed with my silversmithing is to use rainbow sapphires, which I set in molten silver. So as the silver is actually still liquid, I use the sapphires and push them into the silver, and then strangely enough they go black, which is really quite scary, but it's a hard enough stone that as it cools, all the colours come back into the stones again, and then the silver shrinks, and as it shrinks it holds the stones in place, and I create beautiful jewellery with lots of different coloured stones in.
How do you choose the colours and the stones?
I'm fortunate in that I have a son who lives in Bangkok, Thailand, and I travel to Thailand obviously to visit him, but we go to the most incredible place called the Gem Tower, and in the Gem Tower there are about 20 floors of stone cellars, and I'm like a kid in a sweet shop. I just get in there and I look at all the beautiful sapphires in there and choose the stones that I love and buy them in strips, which I then bring back to the UK to use for my jewellery making. So I get to choose the nicest, most colourful stones I can.
How can people find you to make this selection?
There is a shop on my website, a jewellery shop, and a lot of the listings on there are for my new collection of rainbow sapphire jewellery. I have a website which is sallykheng.co.uk, and I have an Instagram page which I often post pieces of my jewellery on, which is SK Bold Art.
Thank you.
Thank you.